Some of the games, well, one of the games went to half way earlier than the rest, so we kind of just skipped it because, well, it just was way earlier, like I said, than everything else. So let's see if we can still get a line on it. Yeah, we can. It's the Browns are plus a half versus the Falcons, or just minus 105 on the pick 'em. I got the Browns here. They started very slow in this game, and then they have dominated since. I'm taking the Browns here, laying the half. How about you, Jay? Or we're getting half.
I'm still on Atlanta. I think Atlanta at home pulls this game out.
Yeah,
I
they
think
got
they.
the fast start in this one, and then since then it has been a Cleveland beatdown, just running right over them, unable to stop Nick Chubb, unable to stop Jacoby Brissett, and then on their side, really not being able to do much. How do you see it? Because obviously you see it a little different than me.
Yeah, but I think Atlanta gets back to running the football with Cordell Patterson a little more. You know, they're one big play away. Jacoby Brissett just made a good play on that touchdown. I don't think he continues to make plays like that, and I'm gonna take Atlanta to win this football game. Trayvon Diggs with another interception. That is my guy. That's why I got on at number 7. My goodness.
Yeah, the Cowboys are getting pounded here by the Commanders generally, but we're seeing that the Cowboys do have a slight lead here. But they got the extra point was blocked, and just a stupid play by the Commanders gave it a Cowboys lead in this one. I don't know what happened to my picture here, so I got to try and figure this out. But anyways, here we go. Let me see. But that's the way I see that one. I don't know what happened to me here. Anyways. Huh. I'm not sure. See, because there I'm fine. And then when I come into here, not sure. Oh well. I'll have to figure it out. Doesn't really matter. But let's see. We'll go to here. And then we don't have your background, but switch it. I don't know, you're like sitting really low. Let's see if we can
Yeah,
figure this out.
my camera is camera. There we go. I think that should be.
Yeah, I don't have your green screen backdrop on. Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. Boom. All right. Now we're all set. Anyways, I gotta get Jay's.
I don't know why my camera just keeps.
Let's get rid of mine. Easier. All right. Anyways, get back to it here. Cowboys and Guardians now at the half. It's 12-7. Cowboys in that one. We know who Jay is on there, but I don't know, man. Cowboys look like they've had their hands full in this game, and looks to be a typical rivalry game. The Ravens got out early on the Bills, but the Bills just getting into the end zone right here, right before the half, and the Chargers beating up on the Texans. This is the one that's going to cost me pretty good, and the Seahawks beating up on the Lions also going to cost me unless the Lions can mount that Lions-type comeback that we've seen from them. Need to get a score here before the half for the Lions for me. Outside of that, Titans, Bears, Jets, Steelers. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Pickett today. And the Browns and the Falcons getting ready to go back to the half. Jay and I see that one totally differently. But like I said, man, you're like way low. You got to prop yourself up.
I am. Still?
Yeah, it's like you're like, I don't know what the issue is. It's like you're way low on your camera. There you go. Yep. Perfect. It's like cuts off your head, like right
Yeah.
looking over the fence. All right. Well, a couple games going to the half here. Still, that Falcons Browns game, we got here a little late on that one because basically it was just it was so much ahead of the other games. That game already going back to the half. Let's see what other ones we have. So the Cowboys are minus a half in the second half versus the Commanders. It's basically a pick 'em when you look at the money line on this one.
Yeah, and I don't really.
You gonna
And that one,
stick to your guns here?
yeah, I don't really want to lay any more points. because I kind of think it falls right here on this number, something like that. I can see this one. So I would kind of lead towards Commanders second half, just barely, maybe by, I think they win it the second half by a field goal, but I think the Cowboys still win and cover the game.
I'm going to
Or
jump
no,
on the Commanders here. Second half. It's not an in-game bet. It's just a second half bet. And I think this one I think the Cowboys probably win. I think they win by 2. It's on a bad number, the game. It's basically where we're at in this thing.
you know what? I'm gonna stick with the Cowboys because I can see like a 7-6 second half type game, and the Cowboys end up winning by 6. So I think I'm gonna take the Cowboys second half actually.
All right, I'm going to jump on the Commanders some more. I'm on them for the game. I'm going to take them again here. I think they got a chance to win this game.
I don't see them winning it at all.
I mean, the Cowboys really haven't done anything here in this game. It's just been a couple of bailouts and then a penalty really against the Commanders, or else they'd be winning. An interception was nullified because of a penalty, and the Falcons really struggling since that first couple of drives against the Browns, and we're seeing it here, just not able to move the football at all. And it was Mariota scrambling to kind of bail them out. Now the Lions are right here. They're second and goal. This is the way the Lions have gone all season long. They missed an extra point earlier, down 24-9. They are on like the 6-inch line, not even. I mean, it is like they're 3 inches. This is where you just run the quarterback sneak, but of course it's the Lions, so they roll out. Goff throws it over the head of his receiver. I mean, what kind of play call was that? What are you doing? You know? They must not have any timeouts. Now they have a timeout. So what they figure is that they can run here. The Chargers knocking on the door here. They're going to kick a field goal here, or at least have a field goal attempt before the half. And the Falcons start the second half 3 and out. I think the Browns, after that first drive, they kind of woke up. And, the Falcons got a turnover on the Browns to get that second score. But the thing is that in that drive, it was Mariota scrambling for his life and making plays. And that only lasts so long. And the Chargers get the field goal before the half to go up 27-7. The Texans' only score in this game was a kickoff return for a touchdown. The Falcons punt, they get the ball. The Browns get the ball on the 21. So we got the Chargers going to the half, Buffalo, Baltimore going to the half, and Seattle, Detroit. 2 seconds left in the half. It is 4th and goal. And after that stupid pass play, I just do not understand that call. That's where we're landing right here.
Yeah, well, halftime of the Jags, the Eagles as well. I'm seeing 2.5 for the Eagles. Eagles laying 2.5. I'm gonna stay with the Jags here on this one.
Yeah, I see +2 for the Jags. And
I still think the Jags have a chance at the outright win. They had a terrible fumble right there. That's why the Eagles got the lead. But I don't know. I'm still on the Jaguars here in this game. So
it's been a pretty good game, but the Jags have fumbled a few times, in this game. And they've looked pretty sloppy. I think I'm invested good enough on the Jags. I like where I'm at. I'm getting 6.5. They're down by 6. I'm right where I want to be. So I'm gonna stay the course on that one. I guess the line that they're giving us sort of gives us a chance to hedge out, but I don't see any reason to. I'm gonna just stick where we're at. The Bills and the Ravens. The Ravens are +3.5 for the second half. They're expecting the Bills here to mount a comeback. The Ravens really getting off to a nice start. 30 points on the board in that one already. And the total in that one is 25.5 is what the second half total is in that thing. So it might be a better place to look is there. The Chargers Texans is 21.5 for the second half. The Jaguars, Eagles, 23. And that one has been some scoring aside from the weather, So the Lions do get into the end zone here on the last play, but they missed the extra point again. I mean, it's 24-15. This kicker, my guess, you might as well not even bother cleaning up your locker because it's going to be cleaned out. This game would be a tie game. That's what tie game. It would be 24-17, but the Lions have missed 2 extra points in this game. So instead of being a touchdown down, they're down by 9 points. It is a big difference. Not even 8, it's 9 now. So it's 2 scores. And that's on the kicker. Well, we come back and let's see what we got. So the Bills-Ravens is 4 now. It's moved. The Colts -4 against the Titans. I know you like the Titans in this one. You think they continue to dominate this game? Because they have been in control of this thing. That's for sure.
Yeah, but I don't really want to put nothing more else on it because this is a divisional game. I could just kind of see the Colts trying to climb back in it. So I would actually look at the Colts climbing back in the game. But I still think the Titans win and cover for the game.
Yeah, we got a guy here picking games after they've already started in the comments. This really, thanks for nothing. It's like, hey, I had in the Super Bowl 4 years ago, I had the Patriots. I picked them at halftime to come back against the Falcons. As a matter of fact, I took them on the money line. How about you, Jay? Who cares? How is that? How does that help us? That's what I want to know. Yeah, the Eagles are the best team after 3 games. It's like you guys are you're nuts. You got no quarterback.
They're not even safe out of the woods in this one.
No, they're not even close to being out of the woods in this one. It really has been Jaguars turnovers in this game, and both of them have been by Lawrence, the big ones. He's having trouble holding on to the football. Let's see what the stats are in that game, because my guess is it's going to be pretty even.
What do you think about this Texans game? They got Chargers -3 up 20.
Wow. I'm going to take the Texans. The Chargers have not been great in the second half of games, that's for sure. But the Texans have done nothing in this game. The Browns drive stalls. They're punting again, too.
I'm seeing Detroit -4 as well.
I like that one. I like Detroit, and I like the Texans.
Detroit down 9, so 4. So they think they lose by.
Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the box score in this Jaguars Eagles game. Trevor Lawrence 5 of 11, and Jalen Hurts 10 of 15. Of course, he threw that interception, and it was right when they kept him in the pocket. It was exactly what we talked about this morning. Miles Sanders 14 carries for 58 yards and a touchdown. Hurts 9 carries, 30 yards and a touchdown. But the difference here has been the 2 Trevor Lawrence fumbles that Jacksonville lost both of those fumbles. And that has been the difference in this game. Other than that, I'm not an Eagles hater, but I'm certainly not buying into it,
Yeah.
And it's like, I think I play it pretty even, man. I pick against my team all the time. I'm taking the Texans here. I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them on the money line, getting +150 on that one. I'm going to take the Lions and lay the 4 points against Seattle as well. The Lions have been a great comeback team this season, so I'm going to take both of those for 250 each.
Lions, and you said
I took the Lions and I took the Texans on the money line.
Okay. I like Dallas here. I like the Colts to make the game a little interesting. I like the Jaguars plus the points here.
I'll take the Jags
Colts.
as well. Oh my God, this guy is just an idiot. Admit it. It's like some guy with like a fake, thing and whatever, telling you to admit it. Like, that's what I really, about YouTube and why for so many years I didn't do it. It's because you have this, you know.
What do you want me to admit?
Yeah. What do you want? What are you looking for him to admit that the Eagles haven't done anything, you know, in the last, I don't know, since they won the Super Bowl, and then before that and after that, their coach basically got fired. They were so bad. Is that what you want us to admit? I'm not really sure. I'm missing it.
Who do you like in that Ravens Bills? You like the Bills to climb back in it or what?
I'm gonna leave it alone because it just seems almost too obvious that the Bills are gonna climb back in it. Especially what we've seen from the Ravens in second halves of games.
Yeah, true. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, you just talking me off of it. I'm gonna leave it alone.
It just seems too obvious. Should have a couple more half times here.
We got the Bears and
Admit
the
it,
Giants
Jay.
as a pick 'em.
You also have the choice to not respond. Thank you, Michael Edwards, for letting us know what we can. Oh, so now is it me? I'm supposed to hang it up? Thank you. Yes, I will hang it up. I'll hang up my shirt and my pants. Hang it up. It's like, you're watching. I must be doing something right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Be sure to smash that like button. That's what I always say. All Philly teams you hate. Well, I hate the Phillies. I hate them the most. Well, and most of them are underachievers. You know, I don't hate all Philly teams. I like Villanova. I take them all the time. I like teams that are good. Yeah, I think the Jets blow this one as well. Let's see what we got in that one. I like that the way people turn this into this accusation machine, you know, against me or you or something like that. It's like they bring zero to the table, right? It's like zip. Bunch of, you know, it's like, I'm a YouTube basher. I mean, it's like, you're just a coward. I mean, seriously, what a loser. Do you see the guy that like harassed me, like Joe Thebo? He harassed somebody else, and they like went to his house and like waited in the parking lot of his house for him, and he wouldn't come out. Yeah, it's like that's what happens to you. You know, eventually we'll find you. You know, I found a guy recently. You know, I called his office, his work where he works. Said, ask this guy what the deal is. I'm like, here's screenshots of what he does. Okay, about me, his Twitter account and everything. I'm like, ask him what he wants, because he won't answer me. But he's harassing the crap out of me. Find out what he wants. I said, because I'm going to show his picture and his background is your company. I'm like, that's his LinkedIn profile. I'm like, I'll gladly show it. And they're like, believe me, they said it's been taken care of. And I don't know what that means, but I've had that a few times where it's like, what the hell do you want? It's like I'm some guy on YouTube talking about football. It's like, get a grip. You know, seriously, right? It's like I'm some guy on YouTube talking about football and baseball and basketball. It's like these people like let it ruin their lives, because I'm not just going to sit there and let some, you know, clown intimidate me. I'm not afraid of you. Bring it on, you know, tough guy. Right. I show my face. You got my name. You got everything. It's like, come and get me, you know, tough guy. It's like, they're just clowns, man. Clown show. Anyways, let's get back to some football here. Jets and Steelers. I like the Steelers to come back. The Jets always find a way to blow it. And my guess is they bring in, we're only laying one here with the Steelers in the second half, so why not? Yeah, I don't have a bet on that game, so makes it easy for me.
I'm with you as well. I didn't have a premium on it. I had liked the Steelers coming in.
Oof. I tell you, that was not a good strategy by Marcus Mariota to stand there and get planted. That is not going to work. The Falcons, 4th and 26. They're gonna punt this one from their own end zone. I don't like that strategy. Stand there and get crushed. I could see the Browns putting it up, but the Ravens the second half. And is that Lamar? Sure looked like them. But that was actually a kick return. But, man, it's like they all start running like Lamar, you know? It's like it's contagious. Falcons and Steelers, No, I didn't take the Falcons.
I took the Falcons.
Jay took the Falcons. I got the Browns. I took the Steelers. I laid the 1 point. I didn't take the money line on that one. I took the Lions, laying the points. I took the Texans money line. I took the. I didn't touch Titans Colts. I believe I have the Browns and I have the Commanders money line as well, doing what they do. That is punt from their own 20-yard line.
Yep, our defense is legit, man.
Yeah, but you have Cooper Rush is your quarterback, and you are going nowhere with that, and you have to accept it.
In today's game, we're facing Carson Wentz, and last week we're facing Daniel Jones. So it's not like the competition he's facing is just a dramatic step above. And I like my defense better than most. So
Yeah, but they are not all that. Not a championship defense by any stretch of the imagination. When you get into these divisional games, they get tight. We know that. The Texans have to kick off the second half to the Chargers, and this is where we've seen the Chargers just kind of fall apart. This is where we've seen them up big. This is where they kind of have melted down in some of the earlier games. That Raiders game, they barely held on in that one. Yeah, that fumble in the Lions game was really big. The Lions were marching, and they fumbled, and then the Seahawks turned it around and got a touchdown on that drive. And that really is the difference in this game, that and the 2 missed extra points. Yeah, the Giants, you got to wonder if they're rooting for Daniel Jones to play well or if they want him to, tank because he is in a contract year. It's like if he plays well, they might get stuck keeping him. Chargers hand it off. This is what they have done in these games. They just get really, really vanilla. Admit it, Jay. Admit what you. I mean, that's what I always say. I always say, "What the hell? What do you want?" That's to me. That's always the question. It's like, what do you want? That the Eagles are a great team and that they've been great in their 3 games. It's like, who cares? It's like, who cares? Who cares, man? I got 3 dimes on the Browns. I care about that. It's like, I'm not here for this is not a fan site, I'm not a fan show. Right. Jay is a little bit of a fanboy, but generally not a fan show. Me, I could care less. And the Ravens punt to the Bills. See if any of these lines have changed. Only 2 games
Lions,
left to go.
Lions 4.5.
I got it 4. I got Lions at 4. So you got to shop those lines. And the Chargers, there it is. The drop 3rd down pass. Oh, man. This is like a book. I mean, I could write this book. So that Vikings game in the Circa contest, the line was 2.5 on that game. It was before the injury. So I had the Vikings in the Circa laying 2.5. So
I skated. Double doink.
Hey, same as winning by 30. Counts the same.
Double doink.
Counts exactly the same.
That's a London game for you.
Oh, Ryan Tannehill. Oh, man. Yeah, that's the difference of having Leonard back in there. Just absolutely crushed on that one. And Jacoby Brissett crushed as well. The Falcons and Browns are just trading punts here. I mean, even if he completes that pass, it's not going to be a first down. So the flag here in this Cowboys game appears to be against the Commanders. Wow. Defensive holding on 2nd and 17. That hurts. The Browns down this ball. It looks to be at about the 10-yard line. I think that's where the initial touch took place, at about the 11. And the Texans out to the 35 here to against the Chargers. And the Seahawks have returned the second half kickoff for a touchdown. Or actually, actually the first play might have been a defensive score. Yeah, it was a defensive score. First play of the second half. Let's see what happened. He jumped the route, and he's gone down the sideline. That's it.
Yep. I just had a feeling about them Lions today.
But the thing here about this one now, it actually makes the game a little bit more interesting because even though they score, it's still just 2 scores, right? It's still just 2 scores because it's now it's 31-15. It was 24-15. It was still 2 scores. So it's basically the same thing. They still need 2 touchdowns just to tie it in 2 2-point conversions. Texans 3rd and 4. Let's see if they actually try to advance the ball this time. They haven't really tried that. Different game plan. And they get a first down. Wow. Texans changing it up. Mixing it up here. Well, anyways, I think everyone's back to the half now. So we're going to call it. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Make it a winning day. We'll see you guys tonight for Sunday Night Football. Jay will admit it. Admit it.